Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome everyone to Run With It. I'm so glad you're here. Okay, you've made it. Woo, 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 woo. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're going to wait just a couple seconds and then we are going to jump all the way in. Okay? Make sure that you talk to me in the chat. I want to make sure that, it's coming up, that you're hearing me okay. It's good to see everyone. We're here. We're here. Wow. So, I want to welcome everyone into the VEA. If this is your first time here in, you know, a session with me, welcome. You are so welcome here. We are going to have a time. Do you hear me? We're going to have a time. And so while we're doing this, it's going to be really important that you are interacting with me, that you are putting things in the comments. So do me a favor right now. And just so we can do a little test and a little check, I want to make sure. Can you guys just write something in the comments for me? Say hi. Make sure, let me know that you can hear me okay, that this is feeling good, all the things. Talk to me. Put something in the, you can put something in the live chat there. I'll see it. But let's do that first. And then we can kind of like jump all the way in. All right. Say something to me. All right. um, I'm really, really glad because this is like literally the first workshop that we've done since July. Okay, hi Naira. All right, good to see you. Okay, are you guys hearing everything? Okay. All right. Oh gosh, guys, I'm so excited. You have no idea. Like I've been working on this forever. Okay, okay. Hey, guys. Okay. Okay, and I wanted to just try one thing. I'm gonna play something. I need you to just make sure that you are hearing um like you can hear the music because I'm gonna be playing lots of music today, lots of different things. And I want to make sure that you guys can hear it. So just 1 second here. Um let's let me just make sure. I'm just gonna run like a quick exercise just to make sure you guys can hear something, right? One moment. Let's try this one here. All right, everyone, it's time for our core exercise. Can we hear this? Breath steady and that core engaged. You ready? It's coming. Can y'all hear that? Let me know if you can hear. This is an old exercise, by the way. All right, everyone. Yeah. All right, everyone. It's time. So, were you guys able to hear that music too? Let me know because I'm seeing that you guys are like talking to me. Everything sounds good. Yes. All right. Okay. Okay. We're good to go. We're good to go. Okay. So, all right. Here we go. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hi, everyone. Oh, I'm so happy. Welcome to Run With It. Wow. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome to the VEA. And this exercise, this training right here, this is the biggin. Okay. So this one's been a long time coming, and the reality is this: I've been teaching and working with voices for over 2 decades now. And if there's one question I've got more than anything else, it's this one. It's how do I get better at riffs and runs, right? Um, because the reality is, agility feels like the holy grail of singing, right? It's flashy, it's expressive, and it's one of those skills that make people go, "Oh yeah, they can really sing." But if I'm being real with you, um, I didn't always have it. You know, I tell people this all the time. I this one's special for me because it's not just one of the most requested workshops I've ever done, but it's because it's something I had to fight to understand myself. Yeah. So if you've ever listened to a singer and thought, how in the world do they move like that? This is the class I wish someone had given me years ago. Okay. Because you see, for a long time, I wasn't what you would call an agile singer. I had power, I had tone, I had control, the movement, agility, not so much. There's like this funny trend on TikTok that they're calling a medium singer. Like it's being called a medium singer. Like you can't do too much, you could coast, right? You're not bad, you're just kind of stuck in the middle. And that was me. Like I could sing well, but I could not move. And I used to think agility was something you either had or you didn't, like a gift. Am I talking to someone in the room? Is that anybody here? Did anybody kind of hear, agile singers and be like, oh, well, if you're not born with it, you're not doing it, right? I know that was definitely me. um, but here's the truth. Ready? It is a skill. It's a coordination game, and it's training your voice to trust itself. I didn't learn agility in some fancy masterclass or sitting across from a bunch of naturally gifted singers. I learned it by taking tiny movements, small, repeatable things I could actually do and building from there. So, like, I'd find a phrase or a little run that felt good, and I'd live with it until my voice remembered how it felt, Oh, oh, little things. And over time, those little moves became a library of instinct, Oh, 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 no, like my voice learned freedom through repetition, not perfection. So if you've ever thought I can't do runs, or my voice doesn't move like that, or I'm just a medium singer, I want you to know you're exactly who this class is for. Okay? Um, I'm living proof that you can build agility from scratch without shame, without comparison, and with complete joy. How's that sound? That sound good? You like that? All right. So let's keep it moving. Make sure you're talking to me. I'm watching these comments. I'm streaming it on another area because it's not showing me all the comments here. But yeah, I'm looking for you. Okay. So let's talk about well, the mindset here. So are you guys seeing? Okay, cool, fantastic. Just wanted to make sure. So before we start training, I want to talk about something that's just as important as technique, and that's your mindset. Right? So when most people think of runs or agility, they think speed, right? You're thinking Jasmine Sullivan, and all the crazy stuff. But like speed without connection is chaos. It sounds impressive for like 2 seconds and then it's gone. But real agility isn't about moving fast. All right. It's about moving on purpose. Okay. It's your voice's ability to tell the truth quickly, cleanly, and freely. So today I want you to release, ready? Any pressure right now to sound impressive. That's not what today is about. Today is about control through freedom. Okay. It's about creating tiny movements of movement that your body can repeat naturally over time. Okay. So some of you will find those moments right away, and others, it will feel clumsy at first. Both are normal, both are growth. Okay? If anybody knows, if you guys, everyone in the VEA, most of you have started your starter pack. What do I say? It's not about getting everything at once. You got to stack, you got to build. Be patient with yourself. Give yourself room to grow and trust the process. Even if you get a little bit of connection, even if something starts moving, something is happening, okay? So what I'm giving you today are repeatable tools, right? Things you can take home and build into your muscle memory. And that's the key. It's not about memorizing licks, okay? It's about rewiring coordination. We're going to take small intentional steps that lead to big breakthroughs. And you're going to learn how movement works inside the voice, okay? How to practice it without strain, and how to eventually let it flow instinctively. So don't worry about speed. Don't chase perfection. Your only job today is to stay curious and keep moving. I'm saying that because we're going to be doing a lot of exercises today, and some of them are going to be like, this guy's crazy. This guy's out of his mind. Like, how in the ham sandwich am I supposed to do that? Don't worry. Even if it's hard, they're meant to be hard. They're meant to be challenging. do it anyway. And even if it's not perfect, I promise you, as you're going through it, it's getting easier. I promise. I promise. Okay? So let's talk about vocal agility. Okay, what agility really is. All right, we talked about the mindset about behind agility, letting go of perfection and remembering that control comes from freedom and not tension. So now let's look at exactly what's happening when the voice moves easily. People make agility sound mysterious, right? Like it's some kind of special trick, or this thing that singers are born with, but it's not. It really is coordination. Your breath, your vocal folds, and your vowels, all of them are working together. And the idea is that they're not fighting each other. So think of it like this: like your breath, that's the fuel. All right. Your vocal folds that are moving like this, and now that's the engine. And your vowels, yo, yo, they are the steering wheel. So when your breath flows steadily, that's why we know how to breathe in the VEA, right? Because everybody took their vocal elevation starter pack and made sure that they learned how to breathe like singers. Yeah, right? Amen. Okay, cool. So your breath flows steadily, right? And so when your breath is flowing steadily, then your vocal folds can adjust smoothly and your vowels can stay balanced. What I mean by balance, I mean that the vowels stay in place and your voice starts to respond right away. All right. So that's kind of the flow we're after. That's the plumbing. And here's what that feels like. Your tone stays steady. Your air feels open and nothing in your body is arguing with itself, right? Most of the time, if you think about runs, and if you think about, and you're like, I want to do this run, you're trying to or whatever, and it just feels like a fight. We don't want that. We want like we want it open, we want it simple, but it's powerful. And most of the time when a run feels messy, it's not because you can't do it, it's just because something along the line tightened up, right? So maybe the air got stuck, maybe the vowel shifted, or maybe the focus moved from feeling to forcing. So the real key to agility, ready, is awareness. If you can start noticing where your voice locks up and gently bring it back to ease, you're already training agility. All right. So before we, label or practice anything fancy, I just want us to get this idea. I want this idea to settle, right? Agility isn't a trick to learn later. It's what happens when your voice is free to move right now. And that's the foundation everything else builds on. And before I go to the next slide, I want to show you, give you a cool thing, right? Because sometimes people are like, well, I don't even know how to run or how to do anything or what to move. You actually do it a lot more than you think about it. Let's just do Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Just sing that. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, right? You can do that, right? Well, you know that in your, and if you got, how I wonder what you are, right? How I wonder what you are. So you have twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. That's a movement. Now, if you just took out the words, hey, or in this, well, you can do that, right? Because you're used to that. Can you speed it up? All right. Oh, okay. What if you just played with the vowels? Oh, yeah. Right? Like there's movement there. A lot of these things that you have, it's already there. It's already there. You just aren't used to it because you feel you're thinking too much. But it's okay. We're going to fix that. We're going to fix that. I just wanted to give you a little hint that hey, this is possible. Okay. So before we start diving into the fancy stuff and the quick riffs and the really cool runs, I just want to slow it down for a second, because when most singers say, I want to learn riffs and runs, what they're really saying is, I want to move my voice freely, right? And freedom doesn't start with speed. It starts with understanding the little motions your voice can already make, right? Okay, right? Because that's what we've been talking about. So every run you've ever had, no matter how wild, ready, comes from just a few simple movements. And I want you to think of them as your building blocks. So we see them right here. We've got glides, trills, flips, and turns. And just to make me happy and with my influencer hat, go ahead and type that in the comments. Glides, trills, flips, and turns. This is you taking notes. Glides, trills, flips, and turns. These are your four core movements. These are your four colors that you can mix any way you want. So before we start chasing speed, I want you to feel each of these in your own body, because when you understand what's happening under the hood, you stop guessing and you start choosing your sound. Okay, so when I say movement, I don't mean choreography. I'm talking about how your pitch and tone shift between notes. Every little bend, every bounce, every flip you do, that's movement. All right. So understand you already have movement. And when you connect those movements smoothly, that's what creates those clean, professional sounding runs. All right. So I'm going to run through each of one of these really quick just so you can start to recognize them. And then we're going to like lean in. All right. So a glide. So a glide or a slide, it's a smooth slide between two notes. Right? Think of it like a vocal slope. So there's no bumps or steps. You hear it when someone slides up into the note, like, right? Think of Christina Aguilera. Right? Right. So that's your voice kind of connecting instead of jumping. All right. So go ahead and try that. Try a low to high. Oh, oh, and then back down. Oh. All right. Don't rush. Just feel how that sound travels. Okay. Got it? We're going to get into more of this later. Okay. Let's talk about a trill. All right, so a trill is a bounce. So you have two close notes going back and forth. It's not really about power. It's more of precision. So like almost like the voice is giggling between pitches, right? So like try this. Oh, do it gently. Oh, even relax. Like that's the start of agility. Now, some of these things are going to feel easy, and then some of these things are going to feel a little, different. But we're going to all build together. So we're setting this level set, and then we're going to rise. All right. So now we got the flip. The flip is something, sometimes it's called a yodel, right? Right? And so that is when you change your vocal registers on purpose. So it's that quick little catch between your chest tone and your head tone. So, right? So, you might hear it in like soulful music or country singing. I always laugh. It's like the Boys to Men, Nehu. Nehu, right? The Nehu, right? So, or if you go, yeah, yeah, change that. Yeah, 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 yeah. Can you feel that gentle pop into your head voice? You feel that tiny lift? Yeah, like that's a flip. You guys with me? You guys with me? I don't see nobody typing these comments, y'all. Talk to me. All right. And finally, we have a turn. And a turn is like a quick decorative twist at the end of a phrase. Like, oh, hell, or oh, it's the punctuation mark at the end of your sentence. Okay. Okay. Good. I see some people typing in. You're making me really happy. Love you. I'm glad you're still rocking. Okay, we're here. So here's a big idea. Every run you love is just a creative combination of these four movements. And so when we chain them together, we make music. But first, we master them one at a time. So remember, movement isn't about showing off. It's about expression. Now, will you look like you're showing off when you're moving? Yeah, maybe. But the goal is for your voice to feel natural, like conversation, but in melody. And I want to just say this one thing too. If anybody has been with Terry Michael Studios, you know that our big thing here is intentionality, right? You can do all the crazy things, but people care more about believing you than being impressed by you. There are incredible singers. There are people that can do all the crazy stuff, but if you don't believe what they're singing, then it just kind of seems like a show and tell where they're like saying, "Look what I can do," and all this stuff, and you're like, "Wow, that was great," but it didn't move you, right? But when you associate these movements with a reason and intention, now you're conversing. Now you're telling a story. And we know that all singers are storytellers, sorry. Okay. So the goal is for your voice to feel natural, like conversation, but in melody. All right. So we're going to start breaking these down one by one, and we're going to begin with the trill because it's the easiest way to feel your voice bounce and come alive. Okay, so let's start with one of these. Let's start with the trill. So if you've ever heard a singer whose voice sounds like it's dancing between two notes, that fluttering sound you hear, that's a trill. And it's one of the most expressive movements you can make, and also one of the most misunderstood, because most singers chase speed right away. They go, oh, they just want to go fast. But the truth is, a good trill isn't about speed; it's about balance. So when it's kind of like that perfect point between steadiness and freedom. And so when you find that balance, your voice begins to move on its own instead of being forced. Are you following me? So I want you to think of a trill like a vocal bounce ball. So when you drop it, it bounces naturally. Right? You're not like pushing every bounce. You're not going, right? You're just giving it the right energy and letting it respond, right? So that's what we're doing here. We're starting a motion and letting the voice rebound. So try this with me. Just 2 notes. Oh, keep it slow and relaxed. All right, no speed yet. Just oh. You feel that gentle back and forth motion? Yeah, yeah. Can you feel it? All right. Good. Now I want you to make that distance between the notes a little smaller. Right. Oh. Right. That's where the control begins. These are like the tiny intentional movements. Oh. Keep going. Mm-hmm. Now, as you keep that motion going, you notice what's starting to happen, right? That tone begins to pulse a little bit on its own, almost like it's waving. And what is that? That's the beginning of vibrato. Okay? And so here's why this matters. Vibrato isn't just something that appears after you gain control. Vibrato teaches your voice control. Right. So we have another training on that literally talks about using vibrato. It's called Sing It Like You Wrote It. You should absolutely check it out. But when you can manage that steady oscillation, the rise and fall of pitch, you're training the same reflexes that create agility later. Think about it like this. Every smooth, fast run you've ever heard is really that same motion stretched and sped up. All right. Watch. Oh, 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 oh. Right? It's just the movement. Yeah. So when we practice trills, we're not just like working on our tone. We're laying the groundwork for vibrato, for movement, and for freedom. So this is how your voice learns to move instead of fight. So we're going to do an exercise on trills right now. And it's going to go like this. I'm going to teach it to you, and then we're going to play the exercise, and we're going to jam out and sing it, and you're going to have a lot of fun. You ready? So we're going to go E, A, I, O. We're going to use those vowels, all right? And we're going to go E, right? Then we're going to go A, I, O. Let's try it again. E, A. And listen to this. It goes, this is how I practice trills. Okay, let's try it again. E, A, ah, oh. Back to the E, and the A. Open the mouth, and then this is how I practice trills. Right? That should be a hill. That should feel good. All right. So now let's give it a go. I'm playing the exercise. Let's see if it pops up for me. One moment. It's not letting me be great. Give me a second. All right, one moment. Let's see if it pops up one more time. All right, it's time to work on those trills. Keep those notes even, that slide smooth, those vowels placed, and feel that bounce. Ready? Here we go. Here we go. E, A, ah. Come on. O, E, A. This is how I practice drills. With me and again. E, A, yep. Ah, oh. Back to the E. E, A. This is how I practice drills. Your turn. Come on. All right, not bad. Can you do it again? Cleaner this time. Go. E. Come on. A. O. O. Do the E. E. A. This is how I practice drills. Good job. How did you do? Did you feel that bounce? That's what we're going for. I'll catch you in the next exercise. Hey. Good job. Did you like it? Did you like it? Was it fun? Did you like it? I want you to know too that each one of these exercises, they're going to be available in the replay as a standalone exercise. Okay? So you'll be able to turn around and practice these, because this is like those type of exercises. Like I'm a wash dishes and do my trills. Okay, that's what we're after. All right, so we've got the rhythm, we've got the movement, we have all that stuff, and that's really, really wonderful. So okay, I'm glad we loved it. That makes me so happy. So trills are two notes, right? E, right, and you can feel it. But now we're going to do a triplet. Oh no, not a triplet. So as the name suggests, it is 3 notes. Now triplets, you hear these, no, right? You hear, and it just creates another bounce. It's like adding more rhythm. So we're gonna do a little bit of an exercise here of give me that. And this is going to be funny, but like if you're trying to like make sure you can like hit the notes, you can pull a Mariah Carey and move something. All right, especially when you're on one particular vowel. It's a little harder to move if you're not used to just moving on that. We call it melismatic singing. So instead, what you do is you move a part of your body, and that gives the sense that there's some variation. That's why you see singers and doing all that stuff. It's not because they're trying to be all fancy and stuff. Right? Right. The reason they're doing that is to actually make it easier for them to feel the movement in the voice. Okay, so we're going to do another exercise. And it's a triplet exercise. So I'm gonna let you hear how it goes, okay? And listen, be patient with yourself. Okay, this one might whip your butt a little bit, but it's gonna go like this. We're gonna go oh. Do that. Do it again. Oh. And then we're gonna go high. Oh. Okay, so together. Oh. And now we're going to do a fancy one. Ready? We're going to go, oh. Mm-hmm. Oh. One more time. oh, 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 oh. And then we're going to end it. Oh, oh, oh. So all together it's going to go like this. Oh, 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 oh. 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 Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? We're going to do it. It's going to be so fun. You're going to kill it. All right. Remember, be patient with yourself. And you're just, what I want you to do, this is what I want you to do. I want you to practice. Try not to get, like, I'd rather you get, I'd rather you have that more than, we don't want to drag it. We want to get definition. So make sure you're breathing, right? Okay. All right. So let's try this. Oh, all right, let's try this. Let's see if it works. All right, it's time to work on those triplets. Now I need you to hit every single one of these notes and let that rhythm flow naturally. You got this. Are you ready? Let's do it. Take your time. We're just moving. Feel the bounce. Your turn. Come on. Listen to you. I want you to hear it. Good job. Come on. Uh-huh. Together. Yeah. Can you feel it? Beautiful job. I know that was a tricky one, but listen to you. You're getting better and better every day. Yeah, you are. I'll catch you in the next exercise. Now, oops, I'm trying to get my, give me 1 second here. I'm trying to get this music. It's going to keep playing stuff in a second. Okay. No autoplay. There we go. All right. Hey, y'all, how did that feel? How was that? I know it was real pretty, but like, how did you do here? Uh-huh. So I hope you enjoyed it because I feel like that one's so beautiful. But and you again, you're gonna be able to go back and try this. Oh, 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 oh. And even if you struggle the first time, okay, do it again. You'll do it again. That's it. All right. So I just want you to remember that the trill and the triplet, they're not just, it's not just a fancy sound. It's foundation for control, for vibrato, and for agility. So when you can trill smoothly, you're building every skill you'll need for expressive, effortless runs later on. Okay? So if you can trill, you can run. I want you to say that. If I can trill, I can run. Okay, because this is where speed is born. So now that your voice knows how to bounce, let's flip that motion, literally, into our next movement. Okay, so. All right, so we just worked on the trill, training that little bounce. That helps your voice stay flexible. And now we're going to add a different kind of movement, and that one's less about control and more about release. So this one's called the flip. All right. Now, the flip, you've probably kind of felt this before without meaning to. Like you go for a note, and then your voice suddenly pops or cracks. And most people kind of panic, like, uh-oh. Doorway to freedom, for being honest. Oh, let me make sure you guys can see me okay. Okay, fantastic. Yeah, so that flip is usually a doorway to freedom. It's your voice kind of showing you where your registers meet and the exact spot every great run travels through. All right, so I want you to just try this with me, and you're just gonna go yeah, yeah, and we're gonna go up and down. Yeah, 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 yeah. And I want you to let the sound pop instead of push. Yeah. 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 So here's the thing, right? Most of the time now, if you're when you're in training with me or most coaches, most of us, our first inclination is we want to fix that, right? We want to bridge the gap. So like we want to hit the mix. Yeah. Like that's kind of like where we want. But in this particular example, we actually want to embrace that. We want to embrace this flip, this openness. All right. So we're not going to smooth it out. We're just going to feel that light switch between low and high. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. Or whoa, whoa. Right. So that little pop is your release point. Okay, so when we lean into that instead of fight it, your voice starts gliding instead of straining. And so you don't want right? No, no. All right, so here's why this matters. So every riff and every fast, passage crosses the flip zone. I like to call it the crack zone. You're right. And if you tense up, the whole run freezes. So let's say I was like, no, no. You hear that? Oh, oh, no, no. All that movement. I can't allow that to tense up. But if you can trust that release, that flip, then speed and freedom happen naturally. I wish I found this earlier. I thought about this earlier. There's a song. I'll put it in the replay if I can find it. By K Strings and a couple people, and it's like this like chant, and it goes like this. It goes na hey 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 hey. Actually, you know what? Let's do that together. All right. Let's see. Somebody said it sounds like Usher. Yeah. Yeah. That's definitely something that artists use. We're gonna try this. All right. So you can hear the piano, right? So we're gonna go, we're gonna go, we're gonna like this. And then A. Try that. And ladies would go, try it again. Let's try a ooh. Feel that flip? Ooh, ooh. Let's try it with that. Oh, it's a little tricky, huh? Oh. Last one. Good job. All right. You feel it? Could you feel the flips? You felt that moving? It's a little fun. I'll see if I can find it. I'll put it in there as a reference. But yeah, that's what we want. All right. So next time your voice cracks, ready? You ready? Celebrate it. It's not a mistake. That's just your coordination waking up. That's what we're going to say moving forward, right? No, my voice didn't crack. I was just waking up my coordination and doing a flip, huh? Don't let anybody clown you for cracking anymore. All right, so the flip teaches you to trust and let go, so your voice can move fast, light, and honest. All right. Now that we can bounce and we can release, let's talk about how real world runs are actually built. Right. So we're gonna move into some more stuff here. Let's talk about bends and slides. Okay, we're gonna talk about the connection. All right. So we've talked about freedom with the flip, and now we're going to talk about that connection about how you move between the notes in a way that actually tells a story. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Um, let's see here. I wonder if the Cranberry song "Zombies" could be an example of a flip. I'm sure they do. Well, listen, real quick, real quick. That's a funny statement, but really cool. Like this is literally something as you are as we go through these, you're going to start hearing them, and it's okay. Like you don't have to do my exercise. If you feel a flip, and you find something that helps you do it, practice it, get used to the movement. All right, I've found cool stuff. Like I've played a video game and heard a song, and I was like, "Ooh, I'm going to practice that." You know, like music's everywhere, so use it. Um, but okay, so we've talked about freedom with the flip. So now let's talk about connection, about how you move between notes in a way that actually tells a story. And that's where bends and slides come in. So every great singer knows how you get to a note is just as powerful as the note itself. Right? So the difference between a song that moves people and one that just sounds good is often in this motion. It's the way you arrive or depart. Yeah? Right. So again, it's like what makes Christina Aguilera feel electric when she, or even Jasmine Sullivan. I know, even though she's more of a run, but she'll go, or a Billie Eilish, or it's where you can get that wilting, or even what's it called? What's his name? John Legend. I give you all of me. So he could have gone, I give you all of me. But he doesn't, right? It's a little bit of those, it's a little bit of a slide. I give you all of me. Why don't we try that? I give you all of me. Do it again with me. I give you all of me. Nice, nice. Now, why don't we do the opposite? And why don't we start raising the voice? So we're going to go. Try that. Right. Come on. Right. So this is kind of the opposite of the flip, right? The flip one. But now we're. And now we're growing up, and then we're wilting down. We're going up, and we're wilting down. One more time. I lied. Now one more time. Feel that? Right. So, really quick, I just want to give a little clarification on technique for a second, because these two get mixed up all the time. So we have a bend and then we have a slide. So a bend starts on pitch and then it dips slightly below and returns. All right. It's like a ache or a stretch. Oh, right? Oh, yeah. Or it could bend down, or it can like bend up. Hey. Think about even though it's more of a trill, think of Lauryn Hill. Oh, strumming my pain with this thing, right? It's right, but a slide travels from one note to another without a break. So it's kind of that feeling of commitment, and of momentum. Again, I always like to use the Christina Aguilera. you know, or you hear it with, you know, and rockers and stuff like that. The real, and they're, you know, and there's like shaking. All right. And so, again, I'm going to use Christina Aguilera. All right. So she will do a bend and then a slide. Right? You see how that the bend into the slide. Make sense? Make sense? So, um, I don't want to spend too much extra time on this, but I just wanted to make sure that this makes sense. You guys catching this? All right. So when you're singing, okay, actually this is a really good demo. Check this out. I'm going to show you how slides connect the story. So let's choose an emotional word like love. Okay. And so I want you to sing it sliding up. We're going to go love or love. Do that. Love. Right? Make it sound like it's reaching for something. Love. Right? It feels like it's reaching. Now we're going to sing the same word, but we're going to let it slide down. And it's all right. Love. Love. Right? Now it sounds like you're releasing or surrendering. You see that? Oh, you like the slide? I like the slide too. Great. So these two directions, these are storytelling tools. You're not just moving pitch, right? You're moving emotions. Right. And that's why bends and slides matter. They make your singing conversational. They make it believable, you know, because in real life, we don't talk in straight lines. Our voices rise when we're excited and they fall when we're tired. They quiver when we care. Right. And when you bring that into your singing, people feel you, even if they don't know why. Cool. So we've learned how to bounce. We've learned your trill. We've learned how to release, flip. And now we've learned how to connect the bend and slide. And now we're going to talk about direction. And we're going to talk about how to shape your runs with intention through turns and falls. So let's keep the movement going. Okay, what's the difference between diphthongs and slides? Great question. All right, so you might slide. There's no difference. It just means you might slide during a diphthong. Okay, so if you go, a diphthong is when you are kind of closing the mouth and you have or you know, and you're singing when you're singing the other part of a vowel. So then I win. Now the day bleeds day, right? So we have the A vowel, but then it goes A-E. And so you end up day bleeds. The E part is a diphthong. And on a diphthong, you're usually sliding, right? Yay. Now, can you diphthong without sliding? Yes. A, right? You can diphthong without sliding too. You're literally just riding the second part of the vowel. But most people, they will slide up on a diphthong, especially if they're not aware that they do that a lot. All right. Hope that answered your question. If not, I can go into more detail in a little bit. All right. Great question, though. Okay. This one's whew. All right. Now we've learned how to connect and flow through bends and slides. So now it's time to give your movement a shape. Okay. And this is where your artistry is really going to start to emerge, because we're going to stop moving. We're going to just stop moving between notes, and we're going to start shaping how that motion feels. So this is the world of turns and falls. Oh my goodness. Okay. So I want you to think of a turn as like a little loop or curl around a note. You know, it's a playful and it's intentional. It gives flavor. You hear this in R&B, gospel, even pop. That this is like this little spin before the note lands. I'm gonna do like something really 90s. There's like this 90s run that everyone hears, but it's what makes riffs sound like musical and not mechanical. So right, that's a 90s run. Right, you've heard that before. Every 90s song. But you haven't. You have like, you can do like a soft loop, like right, just little things. Right, So that's a turn. So you kind of you're here, then you do a little turn, and then back there, right? Just like I can do this a little bit, but I'm gonna go back because I'm gonna behave myself. And so a fall is the opposite. So it's like a graceful descent after a note. It's how you end something beautiful. It's like this gentle drop off that feels like the voice is exhaling the emotion. So, yeah. Try that. Yeah. Do it again. Yeah. Right? You feel as it's coming down. So it can be two. Yeah. Or and the more you get used to that motion, you end up with a little bit more. Yeah. 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 It just goes on forever. Yeah. All right. It's just this movement. Yeah. All right. But right now, you're just going to, yeah. Okay. Are you trying it? Are you practicing? Okay. This is good stuff. Whew. All right. So here's what's cool about these two turns and falls show intention. So a turn says, I'm savoring the moment. And a fall says, I'm letting go. Isn't that cool? Turn. Oh, fall. All right. So that's why you hear like singers like Stevie Wonder or Tori Kelly, they can kind of take one syllable and make it feel like a whole paragraph. I wish you love. A turn, right? They're shaping the emotion through motion. Okay. So, all right. It's time to move. All right. We're going to do an exercise, and I feel like I need to tell you again, it's okay if it is not the easiest for you. Okay. Because we've learned how a turn adds shape, and you felt how a fall creates release. And now it's time to use them inside a real run. Okay. So what you're about to do, I call it loop the ladder. All right. So we're going to climb up a ladder. We're going to do a little turn at the top, and then we're going to run back down with control, all in one fluid phrase. And this is your first big movement. All right. So, all the other ones, they were easier. And it's okay if it feels messy at first, but that's the point. Just don't force it. All right. I want you to trace the motion. I want you to feel the shape and let your voice respond. Okay. And so this is how it goes. You ready? We're going to do it slowly, and then we're going to speed it up. We're going to go, oh. Try that. And move if you have to. Oh. One more time. That's walking up the ladder. Oh. And you see how I'm moving my hand? Do that too. All right. Oh. Now here's a turn. Oh. Try that. Oh. One more time. Oh. So we put it together. Oh. So we have our note and we've turned up. Oh. And where do we have to go now? We're going to come back down. Oh. I know. Don't log off. Don't log off. It's okay. It's okay. We're going to do it together. It's going to be okay. So oh. Oh. Do the finger pointing. Oh. Make sure you breathe. Oh. Can we speed it up? Oh. And again. Oh. Yeah? 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 Okay. Cool. We didn't lose any viewers. This is great. So we're going to sing Loop the Ladders. All right. And we're going to do our best. And you're going to have a lot of fun doing it. You ready? Here we go. All right, everyone, we have a new vocal exercise. We are gonna be working on these runs. You're gonna keep that vibrato level, and you're gonna run all the way up, do a little turn, and run all the way down. Make sure you keep those vowels placed, right, keep it clean. Feel it. Let's go. Come on. You got it. Hang in there. Keep going. Your turn. You've got it. Keep it clean. One more time. Amazing job. Did you do it? Did you have fun? Was it clean? If not, try it again. And I'll catch you in the next exercise. Yay! They said this one is interesting. It is. But it's just fun, right? It's fun. Now, how many of you, even though it's a little tricky at first, you started to get it, even if you got a couple of them, right? Oh, right, exactly. This is how you grow. And again, I'll tell you, I heard that run maybe like 12 years ago the first time, and it was like a challenge, and I couldn't do it, and now I can. Well, what happened? I practiced it, and I got better at it, but I didn't have like the cool track. Nobody gave me a really cool track for that. So if it feels messy, good. If it felt fun, even better. Okay, that's where freedom begins. I'm so glad that you're loving these exercises. All right, so when you start combining your movements, your trills, your flips, your bends, turns, and falls, you're not practicing runs anymore, right? You're shaping phrases, you're expressing stories. These are the brushstrokes of your voice, so don't rush them. Each of these tools is teaching you something about freedom, emotion, and control. And you just made your voice move. Not just up and down, but like with direction. Oh, right? Like you did good. So let's talk about what kind of movement you just did. All right. So it's time to break down a huge difference that we mess up with all the time. And we're going to explain the real difference between riffs and a run. Okay. So before we begin and start bringing everything together, I want to clear up one of the biggest confusions singers have, and that's the difference between a riff and a run. Because most people use those words like they mean the same thing, but they don't. Not quite. Okay? So here's a simple version or a breakdown. So a riff is a repeated melodic idea. It's usually slower, it's very deliberate, and it usually sits on a lyric. All right, I want you to think of it like a vocal hook, something you'd recognize if you heard again. A really good one, Beyonce, a million years ago, there was a song Dangerously in Love. And then when she would do it in live, she would go to live to love you dangerously in love, right? To love you. That's a riff. All right. It's musical. It's catchy. It's emotional, like that. That's a riff. So it's something that keeps repeating, but it's cool. It's a slow, repeated, emotional, but it means something. Now, run on the other hand is about the motion. Okay, it's about momentum. It's that connection between your notes, not just the repetition between them. So when someone does a run, they're not really repeating an idea, right? They're moving through space. Not it can be planned. It doesn't mean it has to be completely spontaneous. But runs, it's not necessarily something that's repeating over and over and over again. It's like this vocal roller coaster that travels instead of loops. So it's like here's an example. I keep on falling in, right, in love, right? Like we know that one. Or Tennessee Whiskey. You're as warm as a glass of brandy, right? Those movements, those are runs. Whoa, right? You don't know where they're going, but it's like we're like, oh, sing. With a run, you usually can get kind of caught up in it, and you're like really enjoying what the movement is, right? So here's the key. They both use the same building blocks: trills, slides, flips, turns, and falls, right? Whoa, that's a flip. Whoa, there's turns. That's a glass of brandy. Oh, that's a fall. You know, all these things. A riff tells the story, but a run travels through it. Got it? Got it? Got it? So the next time you hear a singer do something wild and think, I could never do that, like, remember, you actually can. Just because every single riff and run you've ever heard is just a remix of the movements you now already know. And now that you understand the difference, let's put it all together. It's time to see how these movements combine in your movement vocabulary. Okay, so let's take a look. So, now that you know the difference between riffs and runs, we're going to just zoom out and look at how they are actually built. So take a second to breathe this in, and look at what you just learned. You now speak the language of movement. So every riff, every run, every expressive moment is a song built from 5 simple ingredients, right? Or the trill, the flip, the bend, the turn, and the fall. We've got them, And so each one of these teaches your voice a different kind of freedom. Again, the trill gives you bounce or the control to start and stop a movement. The flip gives you release, and it shows your voice how to let go and move between registers, right? The bend and slide, it gives you flow. They connect emotion to motion. And the turn and fall give you direction and style. And, that's your voice saying, that's your voice really saying, like, I meant that. You following me? Are we good? You catching what you all right? Picking up what I'm putting down? So when you combine these, that creates agility. That's a storytelling. So I want you to remember, like, when you hear really great singers, they're just stringing these together. That's it. And a lot of them do it automatically. A lot of people, they're not really thinking, let me do a bend here, a turn there. Like, some people build their runs that way, but a lot of people don't. A lot of people are just, they have this in their vocal bank, and I need you to understand that. They get these movements in their library, they sing them individually, and then they start combining them along the way. And then all of a sudden you turn around and you're like, wow, I have a lot more endurance to do all the things. So the secret most singers miss is that riffs and runs aren't magic. They're not something you're born with. All right. They're just patterns. They're combinations of movements you already know how to make. Okay. You guys follow? So we're going to sing a song that's going to kind of put all of this together. Okay. And this, I'm going to call it the O song. We're going to take everything we've been working on, trills, slides, turns, bends, and actually use them in something musical. And it's simple, it's repetitive, and it's one of my favorite tools for building control, flow, and freedom. And this one's special because it's not about performing. You're going to feel the training and the movement inside. So I'm gonna sing it first for you. It's a long exercise because we're going to put everything together. All right. I do not expect you to have everything memorized the first time you hear it. I don't expect it, but I do want you to be able to catch it as much as you can and hear the different movements. Okay. Again, this is another thing that has helped me to get better at movement. Okay. So let me bring. I think the song actually goes down here. So you can sing it low or high. I'm going to sing it low because I'm a baritone. But if you want to sing, oh, so the first one goes, oh, Oh, look, we have a slide. All right, so try that. Oh, and we're gonna go. Oh, we did a flip. Oh, try that. Oh, so let's do it again for the top. Oh. All right, now we're going to do that next part, almost the same. Oh, here we go. Oh, little fall. Oh, and a triplet. Oh, try that. Oh, and we're going to go back up to that. Oh, oh. All right, so let's take it from the top. Oh. This one's going to be a full run, right? Here we go. I know. It's going to go. Try it again. One more time. All right, let's speed it up. One more time. And back up to the. Okay, so let's take it from the top again. All right, you ready for the ending, the grand finale? It's beautiful. Here it goes. Oh, try that. Oh, do that with me again. One more time. And it ends. Ends on the trill. All right, so I'm going to sing it all together one time, and then we're going to do the exercise, okay? Oh. Huh? You're okay? We're okay? Okay. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to try this O song out, all right? All right, it's time to practice those runs. Keep those changes clean and those runs pristine. Are you ready? Here we go. Oh. Come on. Nice and easy. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. Hang in there. Walk it down. Good job. And come on, big one. Let's do it again. Feel the motion. Get used to it. Again. Triple it down. Good. Yeah. And got one more in you? Come on. Sing it out. Keep going. Beautiful job. How did it go? Did you hit those runs? Did you get those riffs? I'll catch you in the next exercise. Wow. All right, everybody give yourselves a great big hand. That was a big one, right? How did that feel? Let me know how it felt. I know that was a big one. Did you feel good? Were you able to catch it? Okay. So you guys, I need you to understand something. You're in the VEA, and that means that you get full on like master level classes in these things. We're not done. Okay. All of this was just to make sure that you were able to get the movement, get the motion, know what it feels like. Okay. And I am so I just want you to know there's more to do, but I just want to let you know I'm super proud of you for sticking it out. I know this is not easy, but that movement and that motion, okay? Yes, we're going to continue practicing it. That's what we do, okay? This is how you start transforming exercises into music. So now what we just did sets you up for what's next, because in this next section, I'm going to show you the actual map of most runs. We're going to talk about the pentatonic foundation. It is the 5-note pattern that lives inside almost every riff, run, and movement you've ever loved. Yep, I'm going to break it down. I'm going to expose all the secrets. Okay. Oh, I'm glad that you felt that it was beautiful. It's a very beautiful song. Very beautiful exercise. Let's keep going. All right. So we're going to zoom out for a second because I want you to see what you've actually been doing this whole time, right? Because every riff, run, melodic movement you just did inside the old song came from a very small collection of notes. 5, to be exact. Just 5. And if you understand how these 5 notes move, you suddenly have the key to almost every soulful phrase you've ever heard. From gospel to R&B, pop, and even some country melodies. This is what we call the pentatonic scale. Okay, penta means 5, and tonic means tones. The 5 tones, infinite possibilities. What? Just 5? Yes. Okay, now does that mean people do runs and other notes and stuff like that? Absolutely, absolutely. Some people do the most incredible, and hit everything. But, all right, these 5 notes are the game changer. And you're probably looking at the screen like, that's not how you count to 5. I know, we're going to get to it. So here's why This is the game changer. The pentatonic scale is the safest zone for singers, and you can almost never land on a wrong note. Isn't that great? It's the ultimate playground for creativity. And that's why so many of your favorite vocalists, you know, um, Tasha Cobbs, Karen, even Karen, Diana Marie, Brandy, Tori Kelly, they all live here. All right. They might sound wildly different, but they're working from the same 5 note DNA, at least initially. And once you start hearing that, you realize riffs and runs really aren't that random. Okay. They're just pieces of this pattern rearranged and colored by tones and phrasing. How many of you have heard a run and was just like, oh my gosh, like how did they even think of that? Right? Me, you know. um, so check this out. Um, all right. 1, 2, 3, and it's actually 5, 6 because if you've taken train your and tune your voice, tune your ear, train your voice. One of those. Trust your voice. Sorry, tune your ear, trust your voice. We have numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But in the pentatonic foundation, we're doing notes 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. All right. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. Sing that with me. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. So if you've ever thought I can't do runs, what you're really saying is I haven't practiced these 5 notes enough yet. Okay, because the freedom's already in you. It's just waiting for consistency. So we're going to start with 2 simple patterns. One in the major pentatonic, which has that bright, open, hopeful sound because it's major. And then one in the minor pentatonic, which gives you that soulful, grounded gospel flavor. All right. So we're going to slow them down, break them apart, and then start feeling how they naturally move in and out of each other. Okay. So by the time we're done with both, you'll be able to recognize these runs by ear and start building your own because now you'll know where they come from. All right. So we're going to start training your ear and your coordination with the major pentatonic pattern. And we'll break it down step by step so you can feel what this pattern does inside your voice. And then we'll sing a song for it because we're going to have a song. Okay. So let's take this concept and put it into motion. This first exercise is built from the pentatonic scale. It's from the major pentatonic scale. So it's that bright, smooth, happy sound that shows up in everything, okay, from gospel to pop. So I want you to remember 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. Okay, we're skipping 4 and 7 because those are tension notes that pull you out of the sweet spot. But these 5 are your safe, flowing notes, your melodic playground, okay? And again, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I'm going to show you how we can use this pattern to build freedom and to build flow. So instead of thinking scale, I want you to think movement. All right, we're not going to sing this right. We're going to make it feel like it matters, right? So we're going to break that down. I want you to first listen to me, then echo. All right, go. E. We're doing the letter E. Do it again. E. Now go. A. Ah. Oh. Ooh. Right? So E. A. Ah. Oh. Ooh. This is how I sing my pentatonic scale. Let's do it again. E, A, Ah, Oh, Ooh. This is how I sing my pentatonic scale. And what did we do? We did 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 1, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. We're just using those 5 notes. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 1, 5, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. This is how I sing my pentatonic scales. Right? E, A, ah, oh, ooh. This is how I sing my pentatonic scale. All right. I want an even tone. All right. And every note should sound like it belongs. I want it smooth, and I want you to have a consistent breath. Okay. So let's try it again. And this time, ready? We're gonna add a little razzle dazzle every other time if you can do it. So we got E, A, ah, oh, ooh. This is how I sing my pentatonic scale. Ready? Oh. I know. Don't get afraid. Don't be afraid. It's okay. Oh. If you can't do it now, that's okay. It's going to get easier. You're going to get it. I promise. Right now, it doesn't happen. It's fine. But oh. Okay. And you're going to feel that groove. E, A, ah, oh, ooh. This is how I sing my pentatonic scale. Oh. All right. And you're just going to group it. You're going to groove with it. All right. We're going to loop it a few times. All right. Right. And then the next, after you start getting, I want you to have fun. I want you to act like this is like your favorite song on the planet. Okay. So let's try it. We're going to play this major pentatonic scale. Let's do it. All right, it's time to practice that major pentatonic scale. Now don't rush. Keep it smooth, not sharp or choppy. Loop it clean, loop it connected, and let the voice do what it knows how to do. Let's go. E, A, ah, oh, ooh. This is how I sing my pentatonic scale. Try it again. E, A, ah, oh, ooh. This is how I sing my pentatonic scale. Oh. Come on. Your turn. This is how. Yeah, come on. This is how I sing my. Take it. E, A, come on. Oh, ooh. This is how I sing my pentatonic scale. E, A, ah, oh, ooh. This is how I sing my pentatonic scale. Oh, come on, one more time. Come on. This is how I sing my pentatonic scale. Yeah. Make sure you move with it. Amazing job. Woo! I know you had fun with that one. You're getting closer every day to mastering this agility. Keep up the good work, and I'll catch you in the next exercise. Yes, yes. How did that feel? How did that feel? Y'all, talk to me in these comments real quick if you can. Just tell me, how did that feel, huh? Was it fun? Did it whoop your butt, or were you able to get a little bit in there? Were you able to, maybe you had like a strong vowel? How was this for you guys? Okay, I want to know. This is fun, right? This is a scale, but it feels like a song. It's meant to feel like that. It's meant to feel like you can do, oh, this is how I sing my pentatonic scales. Oh, it's all the same movement. It's all the same numbers. All right. That's your foundation right there. The major pentatonic scale, that pattern, Oh, fun, fun, fun. I love that. The pattern gives you permission to move without fear of being wrong. You can take that and start crafting simple movements that sound effortless. You can go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, or you can go 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 3, 1. Oh, all of it. It's all it is. It's the same 5 notes. It's the same 5 notes. Like, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, it's actually not as crazy as we think it is. It just feels like it is. But once you start moving that, you can create those movements, and all of a sudden they start coming together and it becomes part of your muscle memory. But we're not stopping here, because the real soul lives in the next one. Okay. All right. Someone said, this is difficult for me, but practice will make it perfect. Yes. Just practice it. It's okay if it's hard. It's okay if it's hard. It's going to be hard. Have fun with it anyway. Do it anyway. Okay. But we're, like I said, we're not stopping here, because the real soul lives in the next one. The minor pentatonic is where you get that gospel, that blues, that R&B flavor that hits people right in the chest. Yeah, yeah. So now that you got the flow, the major, let's explore the flip side, that darker, more emotional cousin that gives your voice grit and depth, the minor pentatonic scale, okay? Or the pattern. So now that you got the major pentatonic pattern, let's flip it and go to its soulful cousin, the minor pentatonic. Now, the cool thing, it's not a totally different set of notes. It's literally the same 5, but you're just starting from a different place. So the major pentatonic goes like this: 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, right? And as you go up the scale, those same notes repeat over and over. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1. All right. But here's the secret: when you start that same pattern on the 6, it becomes the minor pentatonic. Check this out. So let's say we have 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. If I start here, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 3, 2, 1, 6. Oh my goodness. You didn't even change the notes. I'll do it in the same key just so you understand what I'm saying. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. I'm going to start at 6. 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 3, 2, 1, 6. Oh, oh, oh. It's not cool. It's not cool. So you didn't even change the notes. You just changed the perspective. So that one shift gives you a whole new feeling. All right. And so we have this. So we have E, A, I, O, ooh. This is how I sing my pentatonic scale. So you have E, A, I, O, ooh. This is how I sing my pentatonic scale. Do it again. E, A, I, O, ooh. This is how I sing my pentatonic scale. I'm not going to make it, oh, I'm not going to have you do that, okay? But you hear how it got like that much darker and more emotional vibe? That's why you hear this sound all through, like gospel, R&B, soul. It's got emotion built in. And when you start on the 1, it feels strong and stable like a declaration. When you start with the 6, it feels human, like a story. So same notes, different color. So this is what we're going to do. Okay, we're going to do the minor pentatonic. All right, and you've got it. E, A, I, O, ooh. This is how I sing my pentatonic scale. All right, do your best. All right, let's go for it. All right, it's time to do that minor pentatonic scale. Now I need you to lock in with this one. Keep it clean, keep it fun, and make it funky. Are you ready? Let's go. E, A, ah, oh, ooh. This is how I sing my pentatonic scale. Come on. E, A, ah, oh, ooh. This is how I sing my pentatonic scale. Do it again. Your turn. Come on. Don't be afraid of it. Move something. This is how I sing my pentatonic scale. Hey. Do it. Come on. This is how I sing my pentatonic scale. Come on, your turn. This is how I sing my pentatonic scale. This is how I sing my pentatonic scale. This is how I sing my pentatonic scale. Now that was funky. Did you do it? Was it clean? Did you hit your notes? I'm so proud of you. I'll catch you in the next exercise. Yay! Are we going up an octave for the minor? So that's the note for it, and then if we go E or you go E, A. All right, so you can sing either one of those as long as you got the movement for it. When you get to the workshop, I'll have it in second key just in case that was too low or too high for you. So you'll have that. Okay. Hey, how did that feel? Did you have fun with that? Did you? Was it? Huh? Is it like moving? You got something moving in there? Is your throat moving? Is something happening? Okay. You guys are killing it. I'm so proud of you. Okay. Guess what? We're like just about done. We're just about done. We're gonna have a little bit more fun. Okay. Okay, because you are going to now, you've been going along with things that I've taught you and things like that. But now, well, I'll say it like this. You've learned the movements, you've got the pentatonic foundation, you've got your coordination waking up, and now it's time to use it. And this is a call and response groove. We're calling this section, ready? Run with it. Someone said, this is hard, but it's a good challenge. It is a good challenge. That's what this is about. It's about challenging you, and you're going to be able to come back and try it again and do it again. And then eventually you're going to turn around and be like, I got agility now, right? So this is the run with it. It's exactly what it sounds like. Guess what? I'm going to sing a short phrase or a small run, and you're going to echo it back. That's it. No pressure. We're just no perfection. We're just gonna play. Why? I'm gonna tell you this. One of the best ways that you can grow as a vocalist is to sing and copy other vocalists, like when you're in the room with them. That's why musicians, they get in a room and they shed. That's what they call shedding. They play instruments and they just groove and they try things and stuff like that. Because reality is the majority of the time you don't get an opportunity to sing back and forth with other singers. You kind of just listen to somebody and you try to copy things or try to find cool stuff or whatever. But one of the biggest things that's helped my students, and it's helped me personally when I'm able to get in the room with, you think as a vocal coach, I get in the room with like crazy singers all day long. I do sometimes now, but back in the day I didn't. Is to have them sing and then you sing. They do something, you do something. You do something, they do something, right? That's how you grow. That's how you get. So we're going to have some fun. So I'm going to play a song and it's just going to like loop. And this is what I want you to remember, okay? Like, you're gonna do your best to copy me exactly, but you're not. You're not gonna be able to copy me exactly. Some of you might, I don't know, but you don't have to. The goal isn't to sound like me, like the tone, but it's to connect with the shape of what I'm doing. So if I'm going, oh, right, that's what you're gonna do. You don't have to try to match. You don't have to. I want you to get the note, the tone, the feel, because it's going to be coming out of your face. Okay. The song sounds different when it comes out of my face than when it comes out of your face. Okay. So that's okay. Think of it like tracing a drawing, right? So the lines help you learn from it, but your hand gives it your own feel. And the more you trace, the more your own runs start to appear naturally. So we're going to start simple. Like, I'll give you a line, maybe just 3 or 4 notes, and then you echo it. And then it's going to get a little crazier. Let's try it. Let's just try it like this. Oh, and there you go. All right. Oh. Now what if I did a long one? Oh. Oh. Now, if you are a lower singer or a higher singer and I sing low, sing it higher. Okay? We're gonna go back and forth. And remember, you're gonna have access to this later too. And I'll have it on blank so you can go and get one of your friends and just like run together and try stuff out. Okay? So that's how we're gonna do it. Okay? Are you guys ready? Are you excited? Are you ready? Let's go for it. This is our last exercise for this training. Okay, here we go. Just follow me. Your turn. Oh, your turn. Give yourselves a great big hand. Was it fun? How many of you were like, okay, okay, did you have fun? Did you learn something? Did you try it? I'm so proud of you guys. I know that this is tricky, but this is how we grow. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. Okay? So I'm really, really proud. And that's, we're not just repeating patterns, right? We're having a conversation. Huh? You're connecting the pentatonics, the movements, the storytelling. You're turning it into something that feels alive. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm looking at some of the comments. They're saying how you loved it. Oh, that means so much. Well, listen, we're going to talk a little bit about how to keep that freedom as you grow. And I want to give you tools so you can stay out of frustration and keep your expectations in check. And I want you to enjoy the process while your agility develops. Okay. All right. So take a breath. Everything you just experienced, that's what freedom feels like in the voice. And now we're going to talk about how to protect that freedom as you grow. Okay? A couple things. Just about done. So take a deep breath with me. What you just did, what you've been doing, okay, that's real work. You stretched your coordination, your tone, and your focus all at once. But this is the truth I need you to hear before we finish. Okay? Agility takes time. Nobody wakes up doing perfect runs. Even the singers you love, the ones who make it look effortless, they spent years breaking things down, making mistakes, repeating small movements until they became second nature. Okay? The key isn't speed, it's consistency. It's the tiny daily reps that train your muscles to respond before your brain even has time to think. Okay, so if today felt clumsy, celebrate that. It means you're learning. Don't rush it. Okay, start with short 2 or 3 note movements and live there until it feels easy. You know that's how freedom grows. It's not from forcing it; it's from repetition with relaxation. You know, oh, maybe that was the best thing you were able to do today. Oh, oh, good. You got something in your bank. All right. So every single one of those jaw dropping riffs you hear is built on this kind of patience. So think of today as planting the seed of agility. Keep watering it, keep singing it, keep showing up. And here's my encouragement: don't measure yourself by someone else's highlight reel. Please don't do that. Measure yourself by how you respond when it feels hard. Do you stop or do you lean in with grace? Huh? Okay, you've got this, right? You're building habits that your future voice will thank you for. Remember, the goal is not perfection, it's progress that feels like you. Okay, now you've learned the language, you learned the scales, and how to move with freedom. So let's just talk about where to go from here and how to keep growing and keep exploring and loving your unique sound. I've got like one more slide of this, y'all. So hang with me, especially for my visitors, because we have some special visitors today and I want you to be here. I want you to see this. And if you are here and you have a friend that you think needs to take advantage of this, I want you to contact me. Go to Terry Michael Studios and DM me if you're like, wait, I need this or whatever. All right. Because before we close out, I want to take a moment to celebrate all of you. All right. The growth I saw, the way you showed up is exactly what the Vocal Elevation Academy is built for. So, for those of you who are here as guests, I want to offer something special that's never available to the public, and it's only available for the next 24 hours. So, you're going to get an exclusive 7-day guest access pass into the Vocal Elevation Academy. Yes. So that means you're going to get full access into the entire VEA experience. There's a $250 starter pack waived. That's going to be there. Office hours are going to be in there. A complete library of 9 vocal courses, including this one. You're going to get live monthly workshops just like this one, all included. And so this is your chance to explore and connect with other singers and see what ongoing vocal transformation looks like from the inside. And after your 7 days, if you love it, and I think you will, your access will continue automatically for just $67 a month. Okay, like each one of these courses by themselves is at least $100. But if you're not, but I'm just saying you can just get at $67 a month, waive the $250 startup fee, all that stuff. Now, if you decide it's not for you, you can cancel before the trial ends, no problem. But just know, once this offer window closes, that $250 buy-in returns, and this invitation won't ever be available again. Okay, so there's no refunds on this access. It's just because it's limited time and it's a high value pass. And I want you to come in, really experience it, and make an informed choice. So the enrollment link will stay open until midnight tonight, but at 12:01 it closes. And the regular enrollment process with the $250 buy-in, that resumes. So if your voice woke up tonight, if something, or today, sorry, and if something inside you said, this is my next step, this is your sign. If you are in the VEA and you're like, oh my gosh, I have somebody that needs to see this, that needs to hear this, that needs to get in on this. All right. Send them the link, send them this video if you can, DM me if you're having trouble. But like, if there's someone needs this and this is going to be great, I'm going to have that guest access pass ready. And I'm going to be sending it. How do I find it? So if you're in the VEA, if you have, everyone who has access to this, when you go into products, I'm actually going to put the link in the description of the product. So when we go back to that product page, you're going to see it. And I'm going to send an email to everybody who has access to this. If you didn't have access to, somebody just shared a link with you instead of like you going through the website, talk to that person who shared the link with you so that you can, get the enrollment link. Okay. I just wanted to make sure you had that information. But guys, before we wrap up, I want to say thank you. Okay. Not just for showing up, but for showing up for yourself, for investing your time, your focus, your heart. We spent almost 2 hours in this thing. You just invested so much into your voice, and that's not a small thing. So what we did, it wasn't just riffs and runs and technique. It was about freedom. You're learning to trust your voice and telling your story your way. So remember, every small step you take, every exercise, every little aha moment, it all compounds, right? Because progress isn't perfection. It's about showing up consistently and choosing growth over fear. So keep leaning in, please. Keep practicing. Keep finding your voice inside every song. And whether you continue with us inside the Vocal Elevation Academy or take what you've learned today and run with it, I'm proud of you. Okay, you've already done something super powerful by being here. So if this resonated with you, I'd love to hear your takeaway. Please put it in the community, drop it in the chat, DM me, talk to me, give me some feedback, please. And if you want to rewatch the session, the replay link will be in the products. It'll be and you'll get you'll be able to catch it probably within the next 15-20 minutes, maybe even earlier. The replay link will be available. That replay link is going to go away, and because we're going to take this and actually structure it into a brand new full-fledged course with all of the exercises and all of the things, because this is going to be a major workshop. So it's going to be there. It's going to be available. I'm going to have the link there. It might actually be ready right away. Thank you again for trusting me with your voice. And I can't wait to see what you do next. And until next time, keep singing, keep growing, and keep owning your sound. Okay. If you are in the community, I want you to go into the singer circle, write something, say what happened, say what, if you are feeling up to it, I want you to, try one of these exercises, record yourself doing it. I want people to see how they're growing, and I want you to grow, and that's going to help you grow. All right. So I love you guys. I hope you had the most wonderful time. I'm going to fade out because I'm feeling really, really dramatic. So this is my fade away music. Okay. And if anybody wants to say anything before we get off, I'm going to read some of these comments while we leave. All right. That was really good. I've had so much fun. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. It was a really good class, especially since I had so much interest in riffs and runs. Oh, I'm so glad. I hope that this really helped to bring things together. This was great. Thank you, Janet. I'm glad. I know that this is brand new. This stuff is not for the weak, so you stayed in there. I'm so proud of you guys. Any other thoughts, any questions before we get off of this thing? Hey, love you guys. Have the most wonderful, most blessed, most incredible rest of your weekend. And I'll catch you in the next training. All right?